Right, let's go live now to our Cape Town studios. We're joined in those studios by the leader of Agang SA, Dr Mamphela Ramphele, and we'll be talking to her this morning about a couple of issues. The first, of course, being that outer dismissal in court, the application of their dismissal regarding e-tolling, and secondly, of course, stemming from the fact that Angie Motshekga made a statement a few days ago about the future of leadership in South Africa as far as women are concerned, and the ANC's lack of readiness for a female leader. Let's go live to our studios now. Dr Ramphele, thank you so much for coming into studio. Your feeling on the outer application, first of all, being dismissed in the Supreme Court this morning?
Good morning and good morning to your listeners. I believe that the issue of e-tolling and the way it has been handled from the beginning till now in terms of processes and in terms of explaining to citizens why we are going this route rather than going more simpler, cheaper routes, is a matter that now is going to be put in the court of public opinion. It remains to be seen whether South African citizens are going to accept that they are going to be charged these huge fees. And from what we have seen over the weekend, SANRAL is not ready to implement in a way that will give us confidence. I don't know how they're going to get their act together if they're already sending out quite irrational invoices. It seems to me that we're going to end up like we did in the case of electricity in Gauteng, seeing a process of implementation that creates more heat than light.
Dr Ramphele, are you suggesting that if the legal route fails, perhaps the South African public should fall back on a disobedience campaign?
I'm not talking disobedience, I'm talking about citizens of this country are the sovereigns. They have a right to express their agreement or disagreement in ways that are appropriate and which make sense from the point of view of ourselves as a constitutional democracy.
Let's move straight on to the issue of Angie Motshekga's statement the other day about the ANC not being ready for a female president. Is South Africa ready for a female president, in your opinion?
I believe that the statement by Minister Motshekga is most unfortunate, but it is also a good statement to show South Africans just what is wrong with the culture of the ANC. That it is a culture that runs counter to our constitution, which is very clear about the imperatives of gender equality. And it is tragic that the Minister of Basic Education sends a message to young girls that they are not competent, capable, or acceptaptable as leaders. I think
if I may come in there, Dr. Ramphele,
sad day in our country.
I apologize for interrupting, but we are running out of time. Don't Angie Motshekga's comments just echo exactly what we saw outside the court when President Jacob Zuma was accused of rape, those women going to great lengths to defend their patriarch, and isn't that a microcosmic indicator of sentiment countrywide, perhaps?
No, it's an indicator of ANC political culture, which is about defending their leaders, whatever the consequences for the rest of the country. And this is why corrupt leaders get still supported by the ANC, despite having broken the law. So I believe South Africans have to see the ANC leadership for what it is, a party designed to sustain itself and not a party designed to make sure that we become that country which is known for unity in diversity, for gender equality, for non-racialism. They will not stop at anything to sustain themselves in power. And that is sad, and South Africans must exercise their right as citizens to choose the leaders they can have trust in, leaders who are going to make sure every South African realizes their full potential without being obstructed by so-called tradition.
Thanks very much for talking to us this afternoon, Dr Mamphela Ramphele. She is leader of Agang SA.
News that moves. eNCA.com.